everybody, and welcome back to another Rosh Reviews, where today we're in a Series 2 AU XR8. And not just any AU XR8, my friends. This is a Rebel, and the 220 Windsor 5-speed manual. Woo, just have a listen to this old girl. Ha ha ha. Now, what is the Rebel XR8? Well, look, this is a special edition that Ford made, basically to celebrate Ford and Sony partnering together and essentially having one of their cars in the new Gran Turismo 3 game of the time. And this special edition was just kind of a fun thing to do, and you gotta love when they do this. And what you really got with the Rebel was some pretty decent upgrades, if I might say so myself, because you had upgraded special edition Speedline 18-inch alloy wheels, which, mate, these things do look killer on the car. We had a Momo steering wheel, Momo gear selector, got Rebel badging on this car, of course, and probably the coolest thing was that we did get a Ford Racing body kit on this, and man, you know, it's just got that little bit extra flavor on it, you know, with the two-tone on the bottom. And then, of course, my absolute favorite thing that you got with this car was a brand new PlayStation 2 and a copy of Gran Turismo 3. So you can literally play in the game your XR8, and how cool is that? You know, if companies were doing that today, I just reckon that would be so cool, because honestly, back in 2001, people that could have afforded this probably didn't play PlayStation 2, let's be honest. But nowadays, if companies had sort of done this, you know, we got a special edition car, it's going to be featured in this brand new game, like, I reckon people would be all over that. You know, it's kind of funny that they did that in 2001, but I like that. Now, lastly, and probably most importantly that I forgot to mention here, is that these Rebels were the first AU XR8s to receive that upgraded 220 kilowatt Windsor up front. So this is a 5-liter, you all know the businessman, 220 kilowatts, 435 Newton meters. Woo, mate, this thing is a weapon. Rear-wheel drive, it's just nothing like an AU. You know, these things may not have been the prettiest thing to a lot of eyes, but I really think this is aging well, and you cannot beat these cars on a backcountry road, because I tell you what, Ford nailed the engineering behind this car. Every time I get in it, it's just so comfortable to drive. These things just keep on going. Now, you could have got this car in 3 different colors: Monsoon Blue, Venom Red, and Silhouette Black, which we got here. And, you know, look, only 40 of the 125 ever made were apparently done in the manual, and this is how you gotta have it, you know, because you do have the little buttons that are still, you know, they got the cutouts for them. If you had the 4-speed automatic, you gotta have the manual. You know, you're in a V8. I'm really surprised that they sold more autos than manuals, because, man, it's incomparable. Now, just before we continue with this Rebel XR8, make sure you guys hit that big red subscribe button if you are liking this content, guys. It really does help me out. Hit the bell notifications, hit the like button, and let's send it again. Woo, yeah, gotta love this Windsor, man. Oh yeah, let's be careful, we're in a classic. Now, brand new, when these came out, these were the most expensive Ford XR8 ever at the time. And it was 50 grand just about. Man, that was a lot of money for 2001, but, you know, these things really have aged, and I think people back then did not expect this Rebel to be quite as collectible, I guess, as it has become, because AUs in general have just really become so collectible lately, and they're starting to attract pretty hefty price tags. There currently is no Rebel XR8 for sale, so I really don't know what this thing would fetch, but if you're gonna go off probably what the TEs and TS50s are chasing, I feel like it would be something kind of similar to that, which you're looking around that 40, 50 grand mark. One thing I do find a little bit odd in this car, it was the same when I was in the TE50, the manual shifter, it kind of really is a little bit far away from you. And, you know, definitely for modern cars, it is a bit of a reach, but, you know, you do get used to it. Now, inside this AU XR8 Rebel Edition, it's really not that different to, say, any other AU XR8. Besides, you know, you got the Momo stuff in here, which was standard. This particular one, some of you purists might point out that it does have cloth seats. Now, I believe these were all supposed to be leather. They might have been options to get these as cloth, but this particular one was originally a leather. It's got it on the build sheet, and this was a 1 of 5 build spec. So, you know, really with rare numbers here. Now, the owner was telling me that the previous owner did have another AU XR8 which had a bit lower Ks, and he thought that was a little bit more special. So he ended up taking the interior out of this and swapping it with the other one, I guess because he was getting rid of this AU Rebel, and he decided to keep the nicer interior for himself. So yeah, boo to that guy, because, you know, a collector's car like this, you really want to have the original interior. It is a little bit of a shame that it doesn't, but the fact we do have the original PS2, the game, like little things like that is really important, and it's nice that those are in the back. Now, before this Rebel, the Series 2 AU XR8s were pushing 200 kilowatts. So you got a 20 kilowatt gain, which, you know, look, the following year, all the AU XR8s did come out with this 220 kilowatt engine. But man, it's just got life. It's got a great note out of the back, and that pedal, ooh, it's got a lot to give, and man, this is a good old car. Woo-hoo-hoo. And just getting on her again here, guys. Oh, baby! These Windsors, man, they still got it. Oh, it is good. You know, look, the thing might not be a rocket ship for today's standard, but man alive, this thing puts a smile on your dial, because the note out of the back, running your own cogs, oh, it doesn't get much better than this, boys. You know, look, the steering, it's just so typical AU. It's very light. You know what those front wheels are doing. The turning circle is really good in this car, actually, considering how big this thing is. You know, it is light, but you still got some feel there, and, you know, it's boaty. It's not trying to hide its boatiness. It's almost like, yeah, I'm rocking and I'm leaning, just, you know, stick with me and fight me, and, you know, you gotta really manhandle the gearbox here and the clutch pedal. It's just a car that demands a little bit of skill, a little bit of muscle, and that ain't a bad thing in one of these Aussie muscle cars, I tell you what. Oh, yeah! You know, you drop it down, hear that V8 roar, and it is quite a feeling. You know, Toyota might be, oh, what a feeling, but mate, in these AU XR8s, it's that out of hell feeling. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo! Oh yeah. Now, 0 to 100, guys. I do not know what this AU is going to get. It's a manual. I'm not going to destroy her here, so let's just see. We'll reset the draggy. Go, go, go. Yoy, we definitely gave the old girl a little workout there, which is good for her. And chirp the wheels on first. That felt pretty good, man. So let's have a look at the time. 0 to 100, guys, was done in 7 seconds. And, mate, that's faster than the WRX STI I just reviewed. And that is pretty damn impressive for an old girl here. I reckon 7 seconds is pretty good. It was a very hilly up and down back road too, so, you know, if we're at the drag strip, perfect launch, mate, this thing would be in the 6-second range for sure, you know? Very good. Now, guys, don't forget, I do sell t-shirts. I got merch. A link is in the description. I just came out with a new AU Forte shirt, so I know you AU lovers are out there. If you guys want to pick up a hoodie or a t-shirt, that would really help the channel out so much. So yeah, again, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and go and get yourself a t-shirt. So yeah, AU the world, mate. And the great thing about these AUs were they're just cars that people drove, you know? Not many of these AUs were just really locked away, hidden up. People drove them, and that's the beauty of it. You know, this particular one's got 192,000 kilometers on her, and she's been driven, let me tell you. You know, I've looked up a few other ones online that were auctioned off, and 99% of them have all got 200,000 Ks, 180,000 Ks, 220,000 Ks. You know, they've all been really driven. And that's the beauty, because these things can handle it. They love to eat up them kilometers. They were just engineered perfectly for Aussie roads, and just cruising on this rough back road, man, it's just loving life. It really is. Now I'm gonna finish the video off here today, guys. So a huge thank you to the owner for allowing me to take his XR8 Rebel out, because man, you just never see these things. To be able to drive it for you guys today, show it off, it's an honor. So hope you guys enjoyed this one. If so, make sure you hit that like button. Consider subscribing if you're new here. We'll see you on that next video.